Hi everyone, welcome to this year's Saba Industry Parade. Now last year you remember we had a community parade, but this year we're doing things a little bit differently. It's all going to be about, of course, our industry. And what better way to start? Well, you can see there's a lot of action in behind me. I've got Gary Van Bakel here in the town of Mitchell, and we're talking about, first thing we actually want to talk about is the different types of housing, and we're doing some different things in Mitchell. In behind us, we're building a fiveplex. What's going on, Gary?
That's right. Country Life Developments is offering a Bungaloft being built by Feeney Design Build. And the concept of these builds is that you get your main floor living throughout. So you've got your master bedroom, your bathroom, laundry, kitchen open plan through to the living room. It's all on one floor. And the loft allows you, in a big vaulted ceiling, to have guests over, kids come back and stay, relatives come in and have their own space. You head upstairs into that lofted vault, and there's another bedroom, full bathroom, kind of another rec room area where you can have a TV set up. This type of home hasn't been offered in the community yet before. We've had a lot of bungalows, 2 stories, apartment type housing, but this is popular in so many other communities, and we're happy to offer it here.
Do you think we're going to see more of that in towns like the size of Mitchell or Tavistock or beyond? There's a charm to this country. We'll call it country living. You're not in a downtown Toronto, scenario. It has that charm to it, as you said. But we're also able to put more families in this footprint, which we know that there's a housing shortage. But these are going, as you said, they're going to be beautiful with these beautiful loft styles and how you explained it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have this theme of a lot of like uniform finishes along the streetscape here. We are on the edge of Mitchell here, close to the river, the doctor's offices, schools, wherever you need to be, but also that country feel when you come down here. And that's a demographic of buyer that we see and hope will really appreciate what other owners appreciate about these Bungaloft units. And we can get 18 units in here, where traditionally on a street like this, if you went to singles, you might look at 10 on each side. So to bring in 18 units, nicely finished product here for Mitchell is great for everybody.
And it's great for families. I mean, I always look at how busy are the streets? What's going on? Are my kids going to be okay if they're riding their bikes out here, with traffic and that kind of thing? But whose idea was it to make the fiveplexes? It's a new thought.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other communities. I think we've seen how popular they are in other communities, and we also checked the feedback from different owners and how they enjoyed them. Like I said, you see a lot of bungalows out there. You see a lot of 2-story activity, but these Bungalofts have taken off in the last few years in different communities. Give a different feel, a different look for the streetscape, and I look forward to offering them up.
And helping people to find homes that need the homes, right? Because as we said, we've got a lot of work to do over the next, I think the facts will show, like over the next 10 years, we need in Ontario alone 1.5 million homes. So it's all of our part to do that, right? So it starts here. Now, because this is the industry parade, one thing I wanted to talk about too was, let's talk a bit about the housing market. What's going on in the market right now? We are seeing a change, of course.
Yeah, I think we're seeing an adjustment. I think people are getting used to just a little bit of different interest rate activity. They want to see kind of where the market goes. Are we going to see what we've had over the last couple of years of, a lot of bidding wars, a lot of activity? I'm not sure about that just yet. I don't think the market's going anywhere because there's still a significant shortage of housing out there. I think just buyers today are just taking their time, doing their due diligence and purchasing today and looking at different alternatives that are out there, especially like a product like this.
A lot has happened in behind here. We just aren't seeing it built and completed yet. So I'm going to keep you posted on the Feeney Design Build Facebook page, of course, and on Instagram. So when is this expected to be completed?
Yeah, so we're looking at closings for these first 10 units to start in February, and we'll probably continue closing every 3 weeks or so for a new unit. So that'll carry us through midway through the year next year, but we're looking at early February as our first closing.
Okay, early February next year, but before then we'll take lots of pictures. We'll share the progress. I think this is an exciting project to see the fiveplexes going in here. Thank you for your time, Gary, and thank you. And hey, do me a favor, hit that share button and you'll be entered into, we have weekly prizes. Check out this week's weekly prize.